going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel for another video. This is Cooking with Mama Mav, and today we are cooking pineapple baked beans. Y'all, I can't even say enough about this. Let's just jump into it. The first thing we are going to do is put our beef kalbasa into our cast iron skillet, which has already been heating and at the right temperature it needs to be. So we're just giving those kalbasa a good stir. We want to cook those down until they get a little bit of a crisp to them. It just helps with the texture of the beans. We're also going in with some minced garlic. About a tablespoon of that goes right into the pan. And since the pan is so hot, it's already browning the garlic and it's just bringing out that garlic flavor even more. Now we're going in with some diced yellow onions. About a half of an onion. We also have some jalapenos. My kids are 2 or 3 years old and 9 years old, and they're not too much fans of heat. So for my jalapenos, I took all the seeds and the white lining out of them. So there is our 4 ingredients so far, looking beautiful, cooking down. And now we're going to add the beans. Just want to make sure our onions and our jalapenos get a little bit to that translucent phase before we throw those beans in, which they have. So I did 2 cans of the baked beans, whatever baked beans you prefer. I went with the traditional bush baked beans. They did have some bacon in them, but once it all goes into the pan, you can't even tell the bacon was there. We also are going to go in with some diced green chilies, 1 small can of the diced green chilies, and then about a tablespoon of the yellow mustard, and also a tablespoon of the ketchup. And I know the ingredients, you probably like, what is she doing? I promise you at the end, y'all, when you taste this, it just comes together so well. We also have some Creole seasoning, and for the seasoning, I just make sure to cover, the whole top of the food because I want to taste the flavors in my dish. So then we went in with some black pepper, some onion powder, just giving it, a good sprinkle. Maybe I would say half a tablespoon of all the seasonings if you really needed a measurement for it. So now we're just mixing up all those flavors together, just making sure everything is well incorporated, and we're going to let our beans cook down just a little bit before we get to this step. But now that they have cooked down, here comes those pineapples. I choose those size pineapples because I like to have like a really good size pineapple in every bite, and I didn't add any pineapple juice to this. And you also want to do a half cup of the pineapple. And now we're going into the molasses. I know y'all probably can't see it very well, but I'm measuring it out. It was 2 tablespoons of molasses going in. And once this ingredient goes in, y'all just want to make sure to stir it very well, because once sugar hits that heat, we don't want no burning. We also go in with some brown sugar, about a half cup of brown sugar. You can use dark, light, whatever you got will work. And then we're just going to stir that up and make sure everything is cooking down at a low simmer. All the flavors are coming together. This dish, y'all, is such a hit. Shouts out to my dad. This is his recipe. He would cook this when I was a little girl. And let me tell you, I didn't want to share with nobody. I wanted a whole pan to myself. These are fire. It's the perfect dish for barbecue, for Easter, whatever holiday it is. You will not disappoint with this dish. Anyways, thank y'all so much for coming back to my channel for another cooking tutorial. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And until next time.